In every type of military, when you serve and do something over and beyond your duty, you will receive a medal. There aren't many medals given to the military more renowned than the Purple Heart. Those who have received this award were wounded or killed while serving their country. These heroes are set apart from others for their outstanding actions. This is the story of Frank Castle. Welcome to Origin. While studying to become a Catholic priest, Frank Castle came to the realization that he couldn't forgive someone for doing something evil. So he decided to join the military in order to make a difference and stop evil in the world. One branch of military wasn't enough for Frank. Not only was he a part of the Marine Corps specializing in reconnaissance, he also attended sniper school. He then moved on to attending the U.S. Army Airborne School, and then joined the U.S. Navy Underwater Demolition Team, which qualified him as a Navy SEAL. Frank's first military action was in the Vietnam War in a Special Forces unit as a point man. While in the field of battle, Frank and his unit were being shot at by a skilled sniper, codenamed the Monkey. While advancing to take him out, Frank was captured. Using his skills, he was able to escape. In order to send the Monkey a message, he painted a skull on another prisoner and himself. He then was able to successfully hunt him down and take out the sniper. For his heroism in the line of duty, he was decorated with numerous medals, including the Purple Heart. This would be Frank's last tour of duty. Once Frank got home, he started to try and adjust to normal life again. One day, his wife and children went for a walk through Central Park. Everything was normal until they noticed something in the distance. It was a man being hung from a tree. That's when Frank realized that they were in the middle of a gang execution. But before Frank could act, bullets started flying. The next thing Frank remembered was waking up in the hospital and being told that his wife and children had been murdered. The murders were a part of the Costa Mafia family. This family was so powerful that when Frank went to the police to identify the shooters, they told him that they were basically unstoppable and that they couldn't help him. That's when Frank decided to take matters into his own hands. Using his years of military training and tapping into his time in Vietnam, he once again painted a skull on his body armor. Frank then set out to give the only type of justice fit for evil like the Costa family: death. One by one, Frank handed the Costa family justice in the form of a bullet. When he was finished serving them justice, he decided he wouldn't stop there. With all the evil and corruption in the world, Frank knew that people needed a protector. So he sat out, looking to give out justice. But this time, he went by a different name: the Punisher. Thank you guys so much for listening to Origin. This episode was written and narrated by me, Cameron Rainey. If you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you did, I want to ask you to do one thing for me. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. It really does help us out more than anything else that you can do. And thank you for doing it. If you never want to miss anything Origin, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Origin_podcast, and on Facebook at facebook.com/Origin Podcast. Also, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/Origin Podcast. There you'll get instant access to Patreon-only posts, episode transcripts, and even bonus episodes. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and we'll see you next week.